And good day to the YouTube community in general, even though at the time of the making of this video, it's during the early morning hours, 1 a.m. September 11th, 2025. I will formally introduce myself as Mr. E. Penn, hence my name on this YouTube account that I have. So, ladies and gentlemen, folks who get to see this video, this is going to be my first, last, and only video that I'm making for YouTube. And what's on the screen is the only image that I'm using to represent this video. I'm not about popularity, and I'm not particularly fond of making myself in any way, shape, or form a person of popularity or celeb status or anything like that. That's not the point of this video. I'm not trying to glorify myself in this. Anyone who runs into this video might or might not recognize me as someone who has only commented on select videos, but never made a video of myself. And frankly, I have no plans on becoming some kind of popular icon here on YouTube. I have no interest in that. Now, why am I making this video? I do not have a good answer for it other than just to make a point. Hence, this being the only YouTube video that I'm making. I want to, in advance, also beg your pardons that I will not be making this video in any way that's high quality or providing any captions to be read. Although if I had those technologies or resources, should I say, to my disposal, I would prefer to have it all captioned out so as to not have anyone have any trouble interpreting or understanding anything that I have to say. To be honest here, it would be beating around the bush if I were to deny that the first motive in making this video is the recent shooting and passing away of Charlie Kirk, or as his full name is, Charles James Kirk. In honesty, he was younger than me. In fact, same age as one of my siblings. As many of us already know, he was an influential figure in the way that he could be. Founded the organization Turning Point USA back in 2012 and has specialized himself going to different university campuses, holding dialogues and debates, and making it a point to show many the right way in both the deity aspect as well as the secular aspect as well. Truth is, no matter what we think of Charlie Kirk, whether we agree with everything that he has to say or not, his death, there's no good warrant or excuse for his death. And hopefully, in a short matter of time, we learn that the sniper that decided to take it upon himself to shoot him fatally, I hope that he rots in jail real soon, real quick. But the real reason I'm making this video is not solely because of what happened to Charlie Kirk, and it's not solely because of such an event such as several months back when this couple that were diplomats, dignitaries representing Israel in Washington, D.C., were both murdered by Elias Rodriguez, which, by me, if it were up to me, both this case and the case regarding the death of Charlie Kirk, neither men should get any due process, nor get to see the inside of a jail cell. I would have them both executed without any due process if it were up to me. But then, of course, we have no other choice than to let the justice system take the best course that it can take. Also, I need to point out, there will be no commenting on this video. I'm going to have this comments disabled. No one will be able to give the comments. And that especially goes to any moron, prick, and idiot who just loves to find an opportunity to antagonize anyone who does not share your point of views. So sorry, morons, you don't get to have a say on this video. Only I do. I'm the only one who's going to do the talking. No one else will. If anyone wants to be supportive of the video, hopefully you'll be able to give it a thumbs up, and that be compliment enough for me in this case. I'm going to go all out on certain facts. I have voted for Donald Trump not just once or twice, all the 3 times that he ran for president, and I'm not ashamed of it. My point in making this video is that I disagree with the kind of harsh politics that perhaps many of you, like me, have been on the target end of it. YouTube believing that it is, and I recognize that it may be YouTube's legal right to do so, but I believe that it is morally wrong for YouTube to dictate how we should express ourselves on this platform. Even if I make any comments on any videos using perhaps certain harsh language. Also, I need to point out that effective last year, as it's already known, Trump won the election, so haha, leftists, including those that would be quick to shoot me down and criticize me for expressing my honest points of views. And by the way, to the prick and moron who belittled me regarding when back in 2022 I decided to comment on a video asking what the hell happened in terms of the fact that the Capitol riots of January 6th, that there was more to it than what's being reported. To you and others like you, all I can say is, haha, Trump won, you lost. Get used to it. And any other leftist that wants to antagonize me or flag this video down, what I really have to say to you at this time is that you can all rot in hell as soon as God makes it possible. Anyone who watches this video, if you happen to be a born-again Christian and at the same time on the right side of things and truly on the right side of things, good for you. Even though I may not have much to say to congratulate you guys, good for you. We consider ourselves on the same team, including those that support the Second Amendment, those that voted for Donald Trump believing that it would help us to lead this country in the right direction, looking for the moral right. Is Trump truly a Christian? I wouldn't believe so. And who cares? That's not why we voted for Donald Trump. We did not vote for him because we believe he's Christian. We voted for him because we knew and we believed that he would be the best president that we can have, that would do his best to lead our country in the right direction, no matter how many executive orders he would have to sign to make it possible. Then also, may the Lord be in control of this nation, its direction, and our president, Donald J. Trump. Help him and guide him. And may Donald Trump be able to reflect in his own spare time on why it matters to live a godly life, not just be in favor of Christians at select times. And I say that as someone who is a supporter of his. In honor of Charlie Kirk, in honor of the couple that were murdered in Washington, D.C., in honor of other conservative personalities that we're familiar with, that we see both here on YouTube as well as other mediums on the internet, including Laura Loomer, including Riley Gaines, including Steve Crowder, and many others that I'm not able to name right off the bat. And most of all, for the sake of my own well-being and sanity, nothing more to add to this video other than this: effective immediately. And I know that there are many antagonists, many leftists that are going to poke fun at me for this and say, nobody cares. You don't have to care. Effective immediately. I am boycotting YouTube. Boycotting it completely. Like I said, this is the only video I'm making. The only, first, last, and only video I'm making for YouTube. On YouTube, should I say. Another fact is that I may be gone from YouTube, but I'll make my presence known in other sites. In other sites where the freedom and liberty of being able to express myself without having to conform with specific ideologies or politically correct viewpoints are respected, where my freedom to express myself honestly is respected without having to cater to the diabolical agenda known as Agenda 21, which is what the leftist agenda really is. Information that can be found all over the internet on that as well. And I also need to point out, every leftist prick who happens to be seeing this video, and in general, the thing that I need to point out is that you guys are so full of crap. You guys are so full of garbage. If I were the US president, and I know that you guys may antagonize me by saying, oh, but you're not the president, so you can't do anything. So what? If I were the president, I would have you guys expelled from this country and exiled. You guys don't deserve to be here. You guys make this country worse than it needs to be. Corrupt the society, make situations worse. Antagonizing those who don't hold the same viewpoints. It's one thing for you guys to criticize viewpoints that don't align to yours, but it's a completely personal and different thing when you guys decide that you're going to make it so personal to where you're offending the spirit and the soul of those who have genuine losses and troubles in their lives and don't need for you guys to make it worse on them than it already is. Charles Kirk is dead. You guys don't need to make it worse than that. All of you guys celebrating his death, not only shame on you, but you guys need to burn in hell if you guys are going to continue down that path real soon. And not just him, but anyone else that you guys antagonize so much, including those that are in support of Israel, support Israel, and those who are true patriots and have their genuine losses. And you guys are quick to criticize them and think that socialism, democratic socialism, as you guys call it, is the way to go. Yet this country doesn't need that crap. There's a reason why the founding fathers decided that this country does not need to be considered democratic. It's to avoid scums like yourselves from making mob rule the way this country goes. And as long as people like me are living and can do something about it, I will not let mob rule be the direction for this country. And that also goes for the leadership of YouTube. Since you guys like to be so arbitrary and decide that anything that doesn't go with Agenda 21, that it should be banned from YouTube, shame on you guys as well, which is why I'm leaving YouTube. I'll end the video by stating this: may the Lord be in control of everything that happens in our society, not just here in the United States of America and worldwide. May America and Israel, now more than ever, really help themselves and us be supportive of one another. May the Lord give counseling unto everyone that's grieving at this time, whether it be for the recent events or whether it be more personal family events and tragedies. The Lord be in control of everything. And with this, I conclude this video. And as I stated at the point of this video, effective immediately. So long, YouTube.